The event of the past 24 hours with regard to the midterm election, mayoral uh, election in a number of the states, including New York City, prompt me to talk to you with regard to this event, particularly the New York City. I do not think any of us or any American should be worried about Mamdani with regard to his affiliation with Islam, Ugandan, Indian, Muslim, a resident of New York. He has been the member of the Democratic Social Party Association of America for a number of the years, but this party existed in the United States since 1800, and in his speech, the victory speech, he referred to their leader and talk about those. That's not a big issue because the United States has potential for accept a democratic party. The pillar of democracy and the freedom is strong in United States, and even social democrat are submitted to the founding father and the Constitution of the United States, with some changes at the periphery. However, the voting is another issue that I like to discuss with you. One of the issue that previously we have discussed as well is that being a good citizen and being aware of the rights of citizenship and right of being a member of the society like America or a country like America and believing the democracy is to have a good knowledge of surrounding, a good knowledge of political, social, and financial environment which we live in, and understanding the political structure of the system. In this case, the Mamdani is a Muslim, and the United States has the freedom of religion. That's not an issue. Everybody is free to choose any religion and practice that, as long as that practice does not restrict other people' belief, freedom, and social behavior. But a couple of numbers I'd like to discuss with you. In 2024, Pew Research Center found that 45% of the US adult could correctly identify basic fact about Islam. For example, the question was simple. Whether a Muslim holy book is what? Is Quran or a Bible? And 45% had limited understanding of this, and the rest didn't. The other question that was the 32% of the American of the Pew study subjects were aware of the key controversies like varying interpretation on interpretative Islamic law and Sharia law. That's very important. That the Sharia law, the Islam, Shiite and Sunni, they are a little bit different, but they are subject to ijma, which is community, and a person who is the supreme leader can change the law, and that's what's happening in Islamic Republic of Iran. Only 28% knew Islamic advancement in science, and very few number could identify any Muslim scholar. Another issue that was very important was the Gallup ongoing tracking and research, which has been updated in 2025, that indicated that only 62% of the American view Islam favorably. And that's also associated with the changes in the world, and this has been going on and changes systematically. The Institute of Social Policy and Understanding, ISPU, of United States, in 2025 mentioned that there is a 68% knowledge gap between the urban, coastal, and rural area in America. And of those, 55% of that 68% were in major cities, including New York City. In one of his speeches, Mr. Mamdani, and in one of the interview, I believe it was in a podcast, and then subsequently a number of the other occasion, excuse me, he spoke about his heritage in Islam heritage, which is very admirable. There's nothing wrong with that. But his comment was for his role model. And he said the Imam Hussain is his role model as a freedom fighter and a free leader that was a fighter against atrocities and tyranny. Imam Hussain is the son of Imam Ali. Imam Ali, according to the Shiite, are the first Imam, but according to the Sunnite, is the fourth caliphate. So there has been significant bad blood between the Sunnite and Shiite because of the first caliphate versus the fourth caliphate, that the Imam Ali and his offsprings and the family believed that they were unjustly removed from one first place to the fourth place, and that has created lots of issue. In any rate, Imam Hussain, who is the role model for Mr. Mamdani, is his belief in Imam Hussain comes from one of the narrative which was written by Scottish scholar Thomas Carlyle. Thomas Carlyle did not devote it too much to Imam Hussain. However, he said that he was the symbol of freedom and freedom fighter. In fact, this issue has been romanticized not only by Carlyle but by other and by Mamdani. What happened when Imam Ali, Imam Hussein's father, passed away, and he did not become the caliphate, another group become the caliphate, and then Imam Hussein did not submit to their leadership. As such, they gave him chance to either leave the Medina, go somewhere else, or go to Mecca, come to Medina, or go somewhere else, or he would be challenged and might be killed. As such, he took 72 of his followers, 50 men, and another 22 children and wives and women, and he moved to, he started going to Medina. There are some speculation that he was escaping and going to Iran to stay in Iran, but there is no much of the proof for that. There are some speculation. In any rate, somewhere between the trip, he was challenged by 4,000. They give him chance to yield and cave in and come and submit to the caliphate, and then also ask all the other people, the 71 people, including children and infants, that they can leave, and they decided to stay, and he urged them to stay. In any rate, they fought against 4,000. But Imam Hussein is also carry with him the admiration to his father, Imam Ali. And then one of the high point of Imam Hussein that is a role model for Mr. Mamdani and Thomas Carlyle, that he fought bravely, was to establish the freedom, but it was not. Fighting with 72 people against 4,000, militarily, socially, individually, from any point of view, is not really acceptable, is not advisable, because you know that you're going to be killed. And also there are some history, because all the caliphate and the group of the Caliphate Umayyad and the one that were fighting, there are two military commander by the name Yazid and Shimr. These are all cousin to Imam Hussein. So they are all from one tribal called Quraysh, and they are all family dispute, and they were looking and establishing the fight for power and money and all the attachment to the leadership issue. However, this fight resulted in massacre of all 72, but the legacy of it has been romanticized, because Imam Hussein fought with and during his fight, and then during his conversation by Shamr and Yazid, that is not gonna yield, called Bayat, is that one to keep his father legacy. But according to the Shia and Sunni literature, Imam Ali was also involved in massacre of a number of the innocent citizen, in particular in the two fight that Imam Ali did. One is Safin, and the other one is the Safin, and the other one that I remember, and I'm gonna tell you, that they fought against a number of the non-believer, mainly Jews, and they really massacred the number of the people. In one review of the literature, says that there was one day Imam Ali himself killed 800 Jews in the Safin and in the Bani Qurayza fight. And these are the hallmark of Imam Hussein. And then all of these has been romanticized by Thomas Carlyle and Mr. Mamdani. And now Imam Hussein is his role model. Imam Hussein has controversy with him, with regard to his wisdom, with regard to his braveness, and with regard to his decision, whether he sacrificed it in the name of the God, whether he sacrificed 72 innocent people to become killed, become martyred, to leave the legacy that was associated with his father and the messenger, the prophet. However, these are all controversies. I don't know people are aware of this, or if they are aware, should ask question why Imam Hussein is your role model. Because if you go and read about all of these, there is significant amount of the controversies, and many, because At the end of the day, at the end of the day, Imam Hussein and other imams, the 12 imam, which is the offspring of Imam Hussein, has been vanished and is going to reappear to bring peace by killing everybody. And now there are a couple of imam like Imam Khamenei. At the end of the day, they are subject to Islam and Sharia law if they are Muslim and they are Shia like Mamdani. So, for example, they believe in Muharebe, meaning that if you are against God, you should be killed. So, Imam Hussein believed in Muharebe. Imam Hussein believed in what they call taqiyya, which means that you can lie if you can conquer. So, did Mr. Mamdani lied about all of the things? Because that's permissible. You can lie according to Islam to win, although it was supposed to be during the war. Anyway, the question is, if we as a citizen vote, should we have a knowledge of what we are voting for? I don't believe Mr. Mamdani gonna do wrong to this country, but did we vote with a good conscience? If we did, that's good, congratulations. If not, then you have to go and read about many things, not only Islam, about Christianity, about Buddhism, about Judaism, about United States Constitution, and history of Social Democratic Party since 1800.